Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all had a fantastic week so far, and it is now Friday night, so I thought we would begin the weekend in style with a bit more Rabsy Nesbitt, second episode of the 5th series. It was a great first episode of this 5th series, I really enjoyed that one. So let's not beat about the bush and just get into this. And joining me tonight is a bottle of sweet sherry, although Bobby's no servant. Aye. And I've also got a bottle of Martini Rosso. Yes, I've been shopping a little bit this week. Thought I'd treat myself. I originally bought another bottle of sherry from Morrison's, but it was the wrong one. It wasn't the type I wanted. It wasn't sweet, it was dry. So I wasted about 12-13 quid on that. But I got this from Aldi. It's Caversham Premium Cream Sherry. It was about 6 quid. Nearly 7. Nice and cheap. But it's tasty. Anyway, let's go. Fuel.
This is us getting ready for a night out. 20 year merit. Buried 3 parents. Brought up 2 wains between us. See if it was a government equivalent of Hello magazine, something like Hey You or it. We would be held up as a shining example to the enduring nature of love.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's true to say we are inseparable. And that is
Still got the Jack and Victor. Hey.
exactly the trouble. I mean,
That's the trouble.
I don't know where she ends and I begin, you know. But that is the thing about marriage, of course, isn't it? I mean, sooner or later, your wife becomes your pal. And it becomes inappropriate to shag your pal. You see what I mean? Look. See, tonight, we changed and unchanged in the same bedroom.
Logic.
We brushed our wallies in the same sink. We clagged the same roll-on deodorant onto our Oxford. Now we're going, what are we doing in the pub to see if we can create a sexual free-song? I mean, who's kidding who here? I mean, I know what's going to happen, and so does she. We'll sit here, you know, looking at each other, wondering what to say, get blittered, and end up having a fight for a nightcap.
Is that you, right?
Aye, that's me, right.
Well, you're not going to take my arm.
Who the hell do I want to do that for? You'll have your horn in my pocket soon enough.
Don't start.
I'm no starting, I'm no starting.
You want another drink, Sally?
No thanks, Gash. 3 drinks max.
Julie Nimmo, what are you doing here?
Maximum. All things in moderation, eh? Well, most things anyway.
Oh, aye.
What about you?
What, me? No, I'm driving. Got the bike, no.
Hey, go on yourself, Gash, eh? Oh. New biker jacket, eh? Oh, yes. You know, I love the creak of new leather. Don't you?
Aye. It's good, isn't it? Just got to the toilet, Sally.
Doesn't really have boundaries, does he, Jamesy?
Hey, do you know what's even better? When you can afford the trousers to go with it. Listen, Dom. I've got a Lenny the mate's white Cavalier for the weekend, right? He's in the jail for assault on a fraudulent man, a chip pan, you know, so if you fancy a wee ride out in comfort, let me know.
Sure. If
You don't have to be a dad.
ever I fancy going out with a married middle-aged loser that's got bigger tits than I've got, I'll be sure to get in touch.
Got him!
Right, well, no, I needed that because I've been a bit too successful with the bunts lately, you know. Right then.
Mission accomplished, Jamesy.
Oh, aye. It's been a long time since I've felt my tanja vamoose up my colon through humiliation.
Take no notice, Gash. We're going to have a smashing day out tomorrow.
Aye. Hey, let's hope the weather stays good, eh? I mean, we're completely different in Glasgow when the sun shines. We're almost like people.
Well, maybe not quite all of us.
I can't wait to get away tomorrow because Ella and me were taking Rab and Mary down for a run in the country, you know, in a motor. See when we go away together, it's always a riot.
Why?
At least
Fuel? Has that got something to do with this episode's plot? Are they gonna get stuck in the middle of nowhere? The car's gonna run out of petrol? And then they're, you know, stuck with each other for God knows how long, so they've no choice but to talk to each other. Oh, that could be interesting.
At least there's one good thing. If you want to go a picnic, you'll no need a cool box.
What do you mean?
Oh, with they two sitting in the back.
They love each other though, they just do. You know, they've been through so much together, we've seen it, but they do love each other. They wouldn't stay together or keep coming back to each other if they didn't. Wow, that's quite a beautiful place actually.
This is a game, isn't it, Ella? Nature and that, you know. Oh.
Hey, it's dead educational as well. No, because, like, this is where all the Lakeland poets stayed down here, you know. Oh, look at that. See me? I could watch this all day, you know. This is boring. Hey, Ram!
Hey, here! Get that card, you bam!
Still a top baller, I see, James, eh?
Where you going? It's lovely to get away into it,
What's funny?
Mary. We've no done this sort of thing for ages, eh? No, since Spain 5 years ago.
Special
A
brew.
lot can happen in 5 years the way, Ella.
Bit of an unfortunate association with special brew. Very certain type of people that drink that, isn't there? I don't know if it's the same for you in Scotland, but down here it definitely is. You know, the sort drug addicts and wasters, as they're called. They'll sit in the town, you know, just drinking that all day from 9 o'clock in the morning. Bless them.
Tell me about it. I've just got rid of the discharge I got off of the own gink at Hogmanay. In a minute. So, sir. Are things all
Ella.
going well between you and Rab, Mary? Well, Ella, now that you mention it.
You see that? Did you see that, eh? I was like a young salmon there.
Horns like fins, eh?
They're at it.
At it? How what?
The problem talk. It started.
Oh, no. And I tell her to. Listen, we're away doing the Lake District. Don't be taking your problems with you. You know, you'll not need them. I mean, we're only there for a weekend, but no.
Exactly, Ralph. I said the exact same thing to Ella. I said, look, bring an anorak. Bring a change of footwear. But for God's sake, don't bring your problems. Chances are we'll get new problems when we're down there. What's the point of lugging all the old ones? You know, luckily, I think she's left her persecution complex in the bathroom cabinet. Lying with her curling tongs.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to be so lucky, James.
You don't know that, Rab?
Oh, but I do, James. I do.
see that, Sally? That was... I mean, it was
That was making love. That's what that was. Enjoy it.
Now I know what the fuss is all about. I've never felt so well, so happy. I mean, just smell that fragrance. Isn't it gorgeous?
Don't get too lyrical. That fragrance has come from the pharmaceutical plant up the hill there.
We can zoom up a bit further. On my fiery chariot here.
Oh, tempting. But I'd sooner live. Back God, I wish you'd get rid of that big gash.
But it's a symbol of my independence.
Exactly. I'd feel more secure if you got rid of it. Gash.
Sally.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Sally.
Lost my fucking appetite. James, ain't it? Who's this funny looking bastard? Definitely lost my appetite.
It's a horse. That's a horse. It's a sheep.
All right, David Attenborough, don't get flash.
Flash! The bomb is 40 odd, and he can't tell the difference between a horse and a sheep.
Oh, don't start, you pair. What's it matter if it's a horse or a sheep?
What's the matter? Well, I'll tell you, it matters to a bloody sheep, I'd expect. I mean, that doesn't matter furniture with a jockey on its back running in a 330 at Langfield, does it? Right! That is it!
Oh, they're gonna fight.
Hey, wait, that's it! That's it! What exactly do you mean that's it?
Wait, I'll tell you. Wait, I don't know what it is with you, pal. I have tried to open up nature for you, right? To paint in vivid pen pictures the wonders that the Almighty has splattered round about us. And what do? You start splitting hairs just 'cause I can't tell a sheep from a horse. That is me finished with education.
Good, because you're none but a bomb.
Because you're none but a bomb!
Ella?
For once, I agree with the bomb.
Thank you, Ella.
I don't mean to be critical, but you are a miserable bastard, Rab. This is your weekend away, and you're spoiling it with your negative attitude.
My negative attitude? What about her?
I never said a word.
Oh, but it's a loud mouth why you don't say a word. You know what you are, lady? You know what you are? You're a classic passive-aggressive. That's what you are.
Oh, well, if you want to trade cliches, you are nothing but a classic psychotic balloon. Now, where does that leave us, eh?
Well, I don't know where it leaves yous, but I know where it leaves us. We are going to take a time out while you two sort out your 8 categories. Come on, Ella.
Alright.
Well, I will tell you this. It is a sad, sad day, lady, when a pair of sag-ass losers like the Cotters condescended to you. I mean, I don't know what we've come to.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what we've come to, Rab. The end of the bloody road. And when I get home, I'm going to see a lawyer.
Again.
Well, that's it then. Huh? Game over. And you know the really horrible thing? I don't give a toss. There you are. I don't give a toss. And what is this disease you get, eh? When you look around you and you can't see the positive side then, you know. I mean, look. I look at the hills there, you know. I look at the valleys. I look at the blue skies, and well, I doubt if I feel the same way William Wordsworth would, you know. The only feeling I've got right now is a slight itch in my crevice for the nylon seat cover of the car has inflamed my cheeks. I mean, I can't see William Wordsworth clocking all this splendour and then rushing back to Dove Cottage, you know, to pen a wee poem that goes, roses are red, violets are blue, I've got a sore arse and I'm sick looking at you.
You cutie, look at it.
That was it. I've got a sore ass and I'm sick looking at you.
Are red, violets are blue. I've got a sore ass and I'm sick of looking at you.
You cutie, look at it. Hello!
It's only a nuclear power station.
Looks
Don't
like
get
a
so
penis, is that what he's going to say?
Maybe so, but I've heard that, like, if all the strongest men in the world were laid end to end, then that reactor would be like many mega times more mega powerful than all their mega boys all put together. I'm trying not to get too technical here for you.
I think I get the gist, Jamesy.
Yeah.
Kind of warm, isn't it?
Aye, but also, I've heard that it's like 1,000 times more dangerous than Robert De Niro was in Goodfellas. More to a swatch.
In a minute. Let's play down the gorge first. Moan.
Is that supposed to be that colour?
Wow, gosh, it's frothing.
What, again? You only did it 5 minutes ago.
I meant the street cheeky. It's full of chemicals.
You like being cheeky. The worst thing you can be with a woman is sincere.
Do you mean that?
No, at this precise moment, no.
Kiss me.
That didn't look too good.
This is it again, Ravi. A picnic by a nuclear reactor. It's just like a telly I'd say.
Oh,
a fun
aye.
day for all the family.
You think so?
This place gives me the creeps. I think these things should be banned.
Aye, well, I agree with the protesters. I've heard they things can give you cancer.
Can do you cancer. But I don't see you picking the paper soap.
Don't start me. I have said all I'm going to say to you.
Bang on, by the way. No. Right. You're a protester as well, then, eh?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, you've got a lovely day for the protection, you know.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
Aye. What is it you're protesting about exactly?
The nuclear reactor.
Oh, are they going to run a motorway through it then?
It's all very well being flippant, but radiation leaks can interfere with DNA and has been known to cause genetic mutations.
Oh, tell me about it. Oh, well, there's one we made earlier. If you're into genetic mutations, you want to see him in a pair of Bermudas.
You're out of order, James.
No, you shouldn't take it too...
You're bang out of order. But I'll give you that one. That was good.
You
That's what we
serious,
made
no?
earlier.
You can have the house, the furniture and the fag coupons. All I ask for is my liberty and access to my home brew kit once a fortnight.
Done. We've got nothing left in common.
Except the past.
Speaking of which, Rab, I think you better listen to this.
Mr. and Mrs. Nesbitt,
Aye, for the time being.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you.
What do you mean he's in a coma?
I mean, that explosion has left your son with a 50-50 chance of survival. His girlfriend was luckier. She escaped with a concussion. But I should warn you, Mr. Nesbitt, that even if Gash does survive, there's a chance he may never walk again.
Oh, I see. But apart from being in a coma, and maybe he's never been able to walk again, he's in the pink, am I right?
Sorry, Mr. Nesbitt. I wish I could be more optimistic.
Aye, all right, I'm not asking you to limbo dance in a Hawaiian shirt. As if. Come on, you. Come on, lady. We'd better be home.
I'm not going home. My place is in there with my Wayne. You can do whatever you like.
Aye, well, you know what you can do, lady? You can go into a flying...
Keep your voice down, please. There are some very sick people in here.
Some right creamers out here too, if you ask me.
Shut it!
Oh, and another thing. I've already started divorce proceedings. You better get yourself a lawyer.
I really don't like him. I can't stand him.
You're up. Yeah. Me and the boys are fed up.
whip round for gash so well.
And someone made a comment, I mean, you could count it as a spoiler, but I didn't mind. It said that eventually he ends up playing Byrne. No, Gash. He replaces this actor as Gash, doesn't he, or something? So he's going to become a permanent fixture in this. I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah. Me and the boys have had a whip round for gash so well. There you are.
Thank you very much.
There's 23 pence in there, you know. Put it towards an iron lung or a box of Smarties or something, you know.
Right.
And look, if there's anything else you want, just ask, right? Because I'm like...
Oh yeah, like what, a 5 pence mix up?
That was a terrible thing that happened to your sprog. Cut off in the prime of life.
Hey, Tony, you said he was an arsehole.
Well, that's what I mean. A young, vibrant arsehole. Well, I'm just...
That could mean something very different on a different show.
Wait, I don't know what you say.
Yeah, but cheerio, eh? That'd be helpful. I want to be alone, right?
Yeah, like, I don't want to be hounding you at a vulnerable time or nothing, right? But you should be hauling this better. You're supposed to be one of these fat, jolly bastards that takes everything in their stride, so get a sense of proportion, will you?
Says who?
You do not bring a torn face into the pub just because your boy's in a life support machine, okay?
Oh, don't you?
Last time will you zip your stupid yap?
Easy, big man. His yap is zipped. No bother!
Look, would you keep the noise down, please? I am trying to drink myself into oblivion here. Okay?
Sorry about that, friend,
Same.
only his boy was hurt in an explosion up at the Selby Works and he's pretty hacked off about it, no?
Selby's? Don't talk to me about that place. I was 5 years there. There's been more than one explosion in that place. You take it from me.
Is that a bag? Would you swear that on a court of law?
Don't go down this road. It was literally Gash's fault. He threw the fag in the nuclear lake, the polluted lake. It caused it ignited the whatever was in there. It was his fault. It wasn't the they shouldn't be dumping nuclear waste in any in there, but ultimately the responsibility for this falls at Gash's door.
Gladly. But unfortunately I suffer from this unhelpful medical complaint.
What's that?
I'm a congenital liar. I've just served 6 years for perjury. But if you want me to give evidence, I'll...
No. I'll get back to you if I need you, you know.
Pish, you say, Mr. Nesbitt.
This is correct.
We at Selby are keenly sensitive. In fact, some would say pathologically sensitive to the views of the general public.
I bet you are.
The amounts we spend on multimedia advertising bear testimony to our concern for nature. Which is, of course, why I'm delighted to see you.
I'd just like to thank you very much for putting me at my ease, you know. It's very considerate of you. Let's cut to the chase here. You'll be the big knob, will you?
Selby doesn't
Big knob.
actually have a big knob as such. What we do have is a board of directors, of which I'm director.
Well, no, that's true. It didn't. I mean, next to them two giant bars, the walloper wasn't that big in proportion.
Director of Corporate Affairs. Collectively, we form a greater individual who is, so to speak, the big knob.
When do I actually get to meet this big knob? I mean, I don't want to be fobbed off with some dried up wee testicle here, you know?
I was speaking metaphorically. There is no greater individual. He or she doesn't exist. I was outlining the structure of our corporation.
Don't you come to existential par with me, boy. This is Ramsey Nesbitt you're talking to. No wee Frankie Kafka. What you're doing is passing the buck. My boy is lying dangerously ill up at hospital at the minute. And it's all because you buggers are pumping a lot of toxic crap into that Byrne behind your factory.
That is a very serious allegation. I wouldn't repeat it if I were you unless you can substantiate it in a court of law. The discharge in the stream in question is within acceptable levels.
Acceptable levels?
It was the same colour as piss!
My ass! I'll give you substantiate it, boy. You sit there with your eco-friendly smile, mixing your toxic metaphors, trying to pull the man-made fibres out of my eyes. Hey, you sit there trying to tell me that my boy has been the victim of some gigantic knob joke. Well, I'll give you substantiated, boy. I picked this up out of some pit in question not but 10 minutes ago. If this is acceptable level...
Drink it.
Let's see you accept it. You slimy corporate bastard.
Oh my god. I mean, I know it's a comedy, but seriously, if you did that in real life, he'd end up with cancer. If he hadn't had kids yet and he's planning to, they'd have birth defects down the line. Jesus Christ. I mean, have you ever watched that documentary on YouTube about the soldiers that were commissioned to do nuclear bomb tests? You know, they took them on a boat a few miles away from the launch site. And, you know, every single one of them ended up with cancer. The children were born with, you know, serious defects, and they've all had cancer. Oh, it's crazy. I forgot where the atomic... something like the atomic soldiers. Or the atomic veterans, something like that. It's absolutely heartbreaking. It's awful. British soldiers, not American, British. And it's, you know, it's absolutely devastating just to hear what happened to them. And they were miles away from this thing. And then, you know, they said when they were told to put their arm across their eyes or do that, you know. But even while they were doing that or that, they could still see, they could see through they could see their bones. So, you know, if you get, you know, your iPhone, you flash the torch against your finger, you can see through your finger. You can't see the bone for some reason. It just looks, but you can, you know, like that. But they could actually see every single bone in their hand. It was crazy. They said they could see the blood vessels in their eyes or something, in their eyelids, because they had their eyes shut. Oh, it's awful. And not one of them, I don't think any of them got compensation. They weren't even allowed to talk about it for decades, I think, many years. They couldn't even tell their wives or their children or their parents. Oh, it was disgusting, you know. But yeah, if you did that to him, he'd end up with some serious health problems down the line. I think I'm right in saying that. I wonder what that really was. I wonder if it was just water with the nuclear greeny yellow food colouring in, or orange juice, orange cordial, dilute without water. Oh, I don't know. Had a similar colour to Fanta in a way. Oh no, Tango. It looked like Tango actually. Oh, it might have been Tango.
I think he got off quite lightly. Could have been British sherry, you know what I'm saying?
Miss Brand, get me security.
He's leaving.
And then get me
an ambulance.
Friends of the Earth.
Hey, look. It says here that a young lassie was brung out of a coma after a Take That tape was played to her non-stop for 12 hours.
Would that not put you into a coma? That's the principle, though, isn't it? If it worked for her, it might work for Gash.
Aye, but what was Gash interested in that might stimulate him and prick his
You're such a big star to me.
interest? Gash interested in that might stimulate him and prick his interest?
Wait a minute. I think I might speak the boy's language. Stallion, and she knew it. She could tell it the way his rough hands tore off her flimsy garments that night after the party. Gash.
No!
How hot they both were then. And sticky.
Wait a minute! Tell you what he needs. He needs the spray. You remember the spray that ran you? That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Not just episode. Funniest things. Oh, brilliant.
Then. And sticky.
Mary,
Yes? What are you doing here?
what the hell do you think I'm doing here? Hey, I'm waiting to give you the Dad's doorstep challenge or something. What am I doing there?
Poor boy.
Exactly, Mary.
Come on.
Come on, make
Women
up.
loved Jim. There was no denying he had a sense of danger that excited them. And Adrienne was no exception. She stood before him, her long blonde hair tumbling over her shoulders. She let the sheer black evening dress fall to reveal tiny powder blue underwear and hold up stockings. He reached out his hand and touched the soft tan. He reached out his hand and touched the soft tanned gap between the top of her stockings and the swelling mound of her. No, don't wake up, you wee bastard! I'll get back.
Don't wake up there, you wee bastard! I'm enjoying this! Oh my god! James, he just can't catch a break at the moment, can he?
Don't wake up, you wee bastard! I'll get back.
At least they've moved him out of intensive care. Maybe that's a good sign, eh?
Of course it is, Mary doll. Of course it is. Mary, I've been thinking, whatever way this thing goes, I want us to stay together.
It's a bit late for that now, Abby.
I have been a fool, Mary. I've been a fool.
Aye.
Come on, let's go and have a wee cup of tea, eh? Come on, I want to talk to you.
Oh, shitface! Your coom's double ugly, and your bike's a better ride than your bird.
You ripped the piss out of my bike.
Can't stand him. Get rid of him. I want him gone.
Sally. I want Sally.
Working hand in hand with nature to completely fucking ruin it.
Right, Look! Oh, look at the water. It's lovely and clean, isn't it?
Lovely, lovely. What the hell are you doing sitting there?
I don't know. But I'm not a psychologist. If I knew what I was doing, I wouldn't be doing it. Nutter!
What are you so miserable about now? Your face is out tripping you about something, so it is.
Well, is this your bloody luck, innit, eh? I mean, trust the devious swines to clean all that crap up now. I mean, a wee complimentary, I would have taken us up for life, for God's sake.
Oh, look on the bright side, Rab. You and I are back together again, and Gash is in the mend, eh?
I'll push you, Mrs. Nesbitt. My father was a helpless invalid. I know where I am with helpless men.
She's gonna do something, isn't she? She's gonna crash into something, he's gonna fall out. It's a sitcom, that's what happens. Someone's in a wheelchair, one of the characters, and then someone's like, oh, I'll push him, I'm the right person for that job, blah, 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 along them lines, and then 30 seconds later, oops!
Getting kind of chilly, Sally. Can I get my leather jacket on?
You kidding? That thing's for the bin. It's brought you nothing but bad luck.
This jacket was a symbol of my independence.
I'm glad you used it past tense.
Manipulating bitch.
Brainless half-wit.
We want to watch ourselves, Mary Dalton. 20 years' time, that could be us.
Aww. So she wasn't married yet. There you go. That's the end. Right. So there we are. That is the end of the second episode of the 5th series of Rhapsody Nesbitt. And that was okay. Yeah, it was okay. I'll say that. I'm not going to say it was brilliant. I'm going to say it's okay. Because it was. And brilliant it was not. Compared to past episodes. I mean, in that context. But it was still enjoyable. Yeah. Because in a sense of like other sitcoms, classic sitcoms, ones that we've done, ones that I've already seen before, you get the odd episode that isn't brilliant, but it's still good, it's still enjoyable, you know, you still have a good time. And that's what this was. But it was a good story, yeah, it was good to watch, fun to watch, and to see everything that was going on. There's just something about this show that when I'm watching it, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it just feels right. You know, I'm just sat here watching it in my little chair, and you know, I'm aware that all you are going to be watching this. It's just, what's the word? Comforting, you know? Similar to how Only Fools and Horses is, or Still Game. If you're having a stressful time, you can just sit down and watch that, and then, you know, you're back to, oh, forget about all that. You can just chill out and watch your favourite show. And that has that element to it. You know, it is just familiar, comforting, and enjoyable. Yeah. That's one of the things that sitcoms do, I think, that makes them so popular. They just put you in that sort of mood, where you can forget about everything for a bit. Good old Rhapsody Nesbitt. Also, I've seen on YouTube that there's this series of, what's it called? Like mini documentaries about different sitcoms. I think it's Scottish sitcoms. And I saw one, it popped up in suggested. It was, and there's one for Rhapsody Nesbitt. So I'll probably do that at some point. And I think I saw one for Scotch and Rye. I think it said, it might have been. I can't remember exactly. I've forgotten the name of it though. I can't remember what it was called. Comedy Connections or something. What was it? I can't remember. But I'll be able to find it and we'll check it out eventually. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I need to head over to my little app and do a quick edit on this because, you know, I've worked out how to put text at the end of a video. You might have noticed that in my last Pentatonics reaction I put the full list of Patreons at the end of that video, so I can put them in the video now properly, like a proper reaction channel, not just in the description. So yeah, some content might take longer because I need to put that in. I'm going to have a little play about with it at some point, see what else can be done. You never know. Might be something to make the videos a bit better quality. Who knows? So I'll leave you with it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, check out the Patreon. You know, in the run up to Christmas, I'm going to be doing giveaways as well. We did one a few weeks ago. Prize was a tenner. It's not much, but you know, it's all I can afford. And well, I don't see other reaction channels doing giveaways. So yeah, but it is for Patrons only. But it doesn't matter what tier, and if you're in the $1 tier or the $8 tier, you know, you can enter, and it's free. But I'll do one for the YouTube channel as well in the run up to Christmas. I'll just do a post or a video, and you can comment your numbers. So yeah, thanks everybody. I hope you're having a great week so far. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next one. So until then. Much love, take care, goodbye.